Evening. Whew. All right. First of all, if you hear a bunch of wind and such, we're having a big old storm outside right now. But I have a lot on my mind, so I just wanted to talk to you guys. Lots been going on recently in the classroom. My classroom climate has been changing around quite a bit due to student behaviors and this and that, and I've been switching up things. And I will say, today was a good day. I did not have to raise my voice once, so that in my mind, that's a victory. But so this is gonna be like me just kind of talking about a handful of topics that are on my mind right now: classroom life, everything. So here we go. What I've learned over the past week and a half, and really through my entire career, is as a teacher, we have got to be flexible. And what I mean by that is, everyone. Last week I saw someone using the laminator, and she was having trouble with it. And I said something like, "I don't ever laminate anything." And she's like, "Really?" She's like, "You don't want to like laminate stuff and keep it for a couple years, or whatever." And I never thought about it this way, but I think it kind of speaks to my philosophy of, no, I don't laminate stuff to use for next year, because every year's different. Every year is different, and that's how it stays fresh for me. In my 5th year in kindergarten, but every year has been vastly different. I do my classroom differently based on my kids in the room. So, that's why there are some staples that I have that I keep and will reuse, but I kind of make all new stuff. But I don't do pretty stuff. I don't do Pinterest-worthy stuff. I don't do any of that. That's just my style. I just don't do that kind of thing. So that saves me a lot of time. But I was talking to some other teachers today during our professional development this afternoon, and they were both discussing how tired they were. And I am tired. We're all tired at this point. I mean, you guys. It's April. It's dragging. Right now we're in the the final stretch, but it's the grindy part of the year. And they were just discussing how amazingly tired they were and how late they were staying at work. And if I had more time to talk to them, I might have wanted. I was trying to figure out how to share with them how I don't spend so much time at school without sounding like, well, I don't spend too much time. And they're both veteran teachers and both have been doing this for a lot longer than I have, and I just didn't want to come out like, oh, I know everything, So, but I do want to like share with other teachers, like, it's okay. You don't have to be at school for that every night, super late, and kind of like to make sure that doesn't happen. It's all about creating your classroom so that you don't have to stay late. You work smarter, not harder. What's the quickest way for you to get something done? What's the most efficient system you can have in place? Like, if you feel like you're spending all your time at school, spend some time this summer. It's kind of too late now, but spend some time this summer revamping your classroom, schedule, your philosophy, everything. Make everything around, I'm trying to get out of there at 3:30 every day, or whatever your goal is. Your whole system, your workflow, how you grade, how you assess, how you lesson plan. Make everything with the goal in mind, 2 goals: student success and your mental health. So that kind of goes hand in hand with being flexible. Every year can be completely different than the next. Don't get hung up on something that worked one year. Oh my gosh, it's not working. Why isn't it working? It worked last year. Well, every year is different. So with that in mind, it can seem overwhelming when you are trying to think, okay, there's no way I can leave a half hour earlier, then how am I going to get all my stuff done? Well, that's kind of the reverse way of thinking. Don't think about it that way. Think about it, how can I rearrange my life in a way to make sure I can get out of there at 3:30 versus staying till 5 every night, So you got to start thinking outside the box and thinking, how can I retool my life and my schedule so that this can happen? Because if you do things the same old way and the same old structures are in place, you ain't getting out early. You're going to have to be, nothing's going to change. So it's all about, it's all about what you want to do, and you got to make it happen. Just like lesson planning, you got to close your eyes, you got to envision it. okay, to get out at 3:30 or whatever, 4 o'clock or right at 3, what do I have to do? That means I have to have this done, this done, and this done. Okay, well, I better figure out a faster way to do this. It's all about revamping everything to make sure your life is happy. Because, if you're not happy, your kids aren't going to be happy. So my next topic is going to be, I just kind of want to talk about this YouTube channel and this vlog and what I've learned so far. My first daily vlog was November the 27th of 2016. I need to sit down and exactly figure out how many days in a row that's been. But I've been doing this for a while now, so I know kind of what to expect. And it has positive side effects and negative side effects. I'll start with positive. So doing this daily vlog has enhanced my life tenfold because every day I'm tasked with creating something to share. And it makes me really think about my profession as a teacher and my life and how to enhance every day and make every day better. But creating something every day has really, I've really found a lot of happiness in that. So thank you guys for being with me on this journey. I started at 0 subscribers. 0. I remember when I got my first subscriber, my first view, and gosh, now I'm at 916. So I'll be approaching 1,000 soon, hopefully. And for some of you new subscribers, back when I hit 500 in February, I had set a new goal. And my new goal was when I hit 1,000 subscribers, that I will begin writing my book. My book is going to be a sort of a field guide for new teachers, or any teacher really, but focusing on new teachers, almost like a book that you get before starting your first year of teaching. Now, I know there's a lot of books out there like that already, but this one is going to be straight from the horse's mouth, if you will. Real tips that you can use in your classroom. I'm not talking about textbook stuff. No, I'm not talking about psychology and all that stuff you learn in college. We're talking about teacher hacks. We're talking about teacher hacks and organizational tips and behavior management strategies and silly stuff that you pick up along the way that I wish somebody told me before I started my first year. Just kind of just tips and tricks of the trade, straight from teachers for teachers. And the cool thing I'm excited about this book is it's actually going to incorporate your comments on those teaching tip videos. So I'm going to be using my own teaching tip videos as a basis, and comments from the teaching tip videos. So if you made a comment and it was a great idea that went along with my teaching tip, a lot of you will share things that you do similar to me, or you've tried a tip and said, wow, it really worked. I'm going to include some of your dialogue and some of your comments in the actual book as kind of footnotes, because I think that's kind of a unique way to do it. And so it's hey, this teacher tried it, here's what she thinks. So I'm starting that when I hit 1,000, and it's going to be perfect timing. It's going to be sometime here in April, hopefully, and I'll be starting the process, and I can write it this summer. So I'm really excited to start that, and I'll need your guys' help getting it out after I make it. I have no idea, guys. I have no idea what it takes to make a book, but I'm going to find out. I also did not know how to do YouTube, and I figured that out too, so I will figure it out. But once I do make the book, I'm going to need your help to get it out there and everything. So I'll be calling on you guys later for that. But, it's just crazy. It's been a wild ride so far doing all these videos, and I just find so much fulfillment out of it. And it has me thinking about my future career, what's next after teaching. Do I want to? I just don't know if I can be the type of person that teaches for 35 years and then retires. I just don't see myself doing that. I could see myself teaching for 35 years, maybe, but I don't see myself retiring. I'd like to do something else. Or maybe teach for another handful of years, another 5 years or so, and figure something else out within this education world. I know there's a lot of, people that make a lot of policies and things that frankly, I don't think know what they're doing. So it would be nice to get some actual teachers up in there making some decisions. And so I don't know. We'll see what happens. But, you never know what door may open. With all that being said, find your gift. share it with the world, and remember, you are worth it. See you tomorrow.